Hey everybody, this is the Northwoods family. I'm Kimberly and this is Adrian. Well, today we are making a video about a sweet tent that showed up while we were actually out on another trip. Came back, this is on our doorstep.
Yeah, so we ordered a Luxe hiking gear Megahorn XL teepee hot tent. So we can do some camping this winter. We got a stove coming as well that we're gonna pop in it, but this is a 6 to 8 person teepee hot tent. It's got a stove jack in it, so we're gonna unbox it here, set it up, and see all what it takes to do.
This was the biggest one we could find that wasn't a canvas tent. We didn't want a canvas tent because it would be too heavy. So this was the best option for us, where it was kind of similar weight to what our one in the summer, which is like a Core 9 tent.
Mm-hmm, 9 person, yeah.
So this was similar in size and weight, so that's why we went with this one.
Well, the big thing with the size on these is that once you add a stove and you've got 4 people sleeping inside of it and some gear, especially if you want to do some cooking on the stove and things like that, space starts getting eaten up really quick. Yeah, we're gonna set it up and see how it goes.
See how it goes.
Very careful here.
I don't know how you're supposed to get it open without a knife. Use your teeth or something.
Little packing slip, instructions, and a tent. It's pretty small. It's not very big. All folded up, which is nice.
Is that like a dust tent? Like it almost rolls up and then clips to itself?
Yeah, it looks. I think that's a bag. It's, yeah,
like
you're right. It's a roll top. Looks like it's a roll top bag. All right, so total length, all packed up right now, it's about 27 inches or so. About 10 inches across.
Is that your fish scale?
This is a fish scale, yep. I use it for turkeys and other small critters. It's about 15 pounds, 15 and a half pounds. All right, well, let's bust it open, huh? Yeah, so it's got a roll top bag. Oh, Velcro even. Feels like it's a dry bag.
Yeah, looks really good.
It actually seems pretty nice. Stitching seems all right.
Pretty good.
So the tent is made in China, so they are clear about that. Yeah, it's single row stitching. I mean, we'll see how it holds up. The bag, that is. All right, there's our stove jack. So that's fire resistant, heat resistant cloth. Get that out of the way for now. Looks like it's got a nice strap on it to help keep it together. Velcro strap. All right, we've got, looks like those are our center poles and a nice bag here with the draw cord. Oh, you were right, baby. It came with stakes.
I base that assumption on every tent I've ever bought.
I suppose.
But, yeah, you were very dubious whether there would be tent stakes or not. And
I don't think it said that it came with them. So, anyways, typical lightweight backpacking.
We're pretty awesome at destroying tent stakes.
Yes, indeed. All right, so this is going to be the top cone.
The topper. There was a lot of debate, folks, on what color tent to get, whether brown or green.
Well, we ordered the brown because that was the only thing they had on their website at the time. And I like the green a little bit better because, I don't know, we usually are in green areas. So we, when I went back on their website again, our tent hadn't shipped yet and saw that the green ones were in stock, so I emailed them. I was like, hey, is this gonna ship? And hey, could we get a green one instead? And they switched it for us, so that's pretty cool.
Yep.
They're real nice of them.
The squeaky wheel.
Yes, indeed. All right, so I'm guessing
That's gonna be the floor. Yep.
That's gonna be the floor, I'm almost positive. So we're gonna set that aside for right now. So I think one of the biggest challenges is going to be with this is finding a footprint big enough for us to set it up on when we're camping.
The good news is that we have our cots though, you know, so even if there is a bit of a roll in the ground or whatever.
Yeah, I would imagine that we'll be all right on, you know, somewhat on level ground. I don't think it needs to be perfectly flat like this, but. Aluminum stakes, they seem to be working pretty good. The loop on them's a little tight, but it needs to be tight to secure things, so it's a bit of a pain getting them in sometimes, but it seems to work pretty good. We got it up, we still have to guy it out, but we got all the stakes in. Got the center pole up. So definitely you want to put the top cap on before you raise the center pole, and then it's kind of windy today, so when you only have 4 stakes in the ground and you start leaning the pole, you got to make sure that they're staked in really good. So that was just a minor mistake we made, but not a big deal. So far, she looks pretty good. Oh, okay, yep. So our stove jack. We should have done that before too. Oh well.
Should we spend the night out here?
You can if you want to. Pulling those out will maximize our storage space inside along the edge of the tent.
So we staked it outside. And you just have to open that baby up inside here. Yep, it's got a little hook here.
Oh, hey Grant.
I came out from this way.
I see that. What do you think?
This is way cool.
You think so?
This is way cool.
But when you go out this way, I'll go out this way.
Sounds good. So if we go like that.
Yep, and all they used to do is just pull that cord and it tightens up, but yeah.
Gotcha. So I wonder if you...
Leave that open.
Oh yeah. So leave that open and then that flap. Looks like they just hook on there.
We're definitely giving it a wind test.
Yeah, it's a little windy today. That closes up pretty good, and then just tuck that down here.
That cut?
Yep.
Kind of first person inside the tent. So this is me pretending to be the stove.
Yep. She's a stove because she's so hot, folks.
That's right.
Don't take this wrong way, but you're a little big for a stove. Yep. So
It's smaller, but it'll have like wood and stuff stacked next to it.
yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna take up a little space. We got all 3 cots in here at the table. We got I'm playing the stove right now, but if you didn't have a stove, you could have a chair or 2 chairs, really.
Like, we could totally cook on here, and you know, we got our table set up too. It's a, I think it's a 2 foot by 2 foot table or so. And the cots are 6.5 feet long. Pretty roomy.
Yeah. Super thankful that it fit, because there was really no
Yeah.
way to know for
This will
sure.
be
I mean, we
cool.
measured it out and we looked at the dimensions and then kind of played with it, but until you actually do it, it's like, will it fit? So it looks like it will. This looks like this is where they moisture taped it, huh?
Seam sealed it, yep. Yeah. Yeah, you can see actually looking into the sun there. It's all seam sealed. Stitching seems pretty decent. The poles seem to be pretty good. And overall, the construction looks pretty decent.
Yeah, no.
It's lightweight, which,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I'd quite want to backpack with it, because they got smaller ones. If I was going hunting or something like that, I'd take like a 2-person or a little smaller one, but it'll be interesting doing the floorless thing too. Because with these type of cots, I don't know if having the floor clipped in would be good. And obviously we can't really do that with the stove, or you gotta have a fireproof thing underneath the stove. So I think we'll probably be using it without the floor most of the time.
So do you think, like, let's say we were in a snowfield and we were trying to set this up, do you think that the little fire, you know, our little stove is gonna melt?
Yeah. So I think what you'd have to do is you'd have to shovel.
But do you think that it would dry? Like if we shoveled it all off, like let's say we're in a snowfield, we shovel it off, get all the ice or snow we can off
Yeah,
there.
I could.
Do you think it would dry the floor enough where it would be decent, or is it gonna be muddy? Because that'd be the big difference, you know? If it's muddy, then you're
I don't know.
gonna have a rough time.
I'm not sure. No idea. We'll have to find out. I think the main thing is just having people see that we've got 3 cots set up in here. There's 3 of us in here, a table, a chair. There's a lot of room in here.
That's good.
I like it. I think
so far so
I
good.
think it's going to work good. Once we get our stove, we can do a burn and then take it out and see how it goes. Well, that's a tent we got to set up, and seems to be pretty decent. So I'm excited. Looking forward to giving it a shot this winter. When we get our stove, we'll let you know. We'll get that set up too, and we got to do a burn first before we take it out. But we'll get that going, and yeah. So if you want to see some winter camping with our family, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll see how this goes. Totally new adventure for us, but we always have fun one way or the other. So, all right, we'll see you around.